On this week's Tuesday Talk, we are talking about our favorite features of our Airstream.
Oh.
There's a lot of them, so let's get started. I really like that our Airstream is our home no matter where we are. We pull over to a gas station, I can walk into the Airstream, and it is pretty much set up the way it's going to be when we're camped. There's a few things we put away, but there's no slides, everything's accessible. It's just like stepping back into our house, no matter where we're towing it.
And that's really, I mean, if you tow an RV, regardless of the RV, that's the nice thing about this lifestyle in general. Wherever you happen to be, your home is right behind you.
Yes, though if you have slides, that limits you.
Out.
Yeah. So if you have to pull into a gas station, some slides are really stupid the way that they
well,
block off bathrooms
RVs with slides are made to live in with those slides out.
Yeah.
So if the slides aren't out, your space is going to be a little bit strange. But for us,
we don't have slides.
Airstream made an Airstream with like slides for 2 years, 03 or 04 or something like that. Obviously, we didn't opt for that. For me, it's the fact that it's an Airstream. It's very aerodynamic. It's very easy to pull. Gas mileage is not too bad. On a flat road, under normal circumstances, I could get between 12 and 14 miles to the gallon pulling a 10,000-pound trailer with our Dodge Ram 2500 HD. That is super cool and saves us some dough, too.
Let's see. I also love that we have a couch, because I love having a couch. I like to curl my legs up onto the couch. And I spend most of my time when I'm editing, when I'm looking at videos, when I'm answering comments, when I'm reading, I'm usually on the couch. So I love that we have a couch. It folds out into a bed, which is nice, but we almost never use that feature. I just really like that we have a couch.
Yeah, couches are good people. I like the fact that we have two 40-pound propane tanks, which means that we're not switching those suckers out every single week, especially in the winter time when we're running the heater and we are using more propane in general. It's nice not having to worry about that all the time. So our 40-pound propane tanks are really nice. We have two of them that sit in the front of the Airstream.
I like that we have a shower.
That
should be enough said. It's nice to have a shower and not a wet bath. And when we camp out, we boondock a lot, and having our own shower makes it so that that's possible. Otherwise, we'd be very dirty.
Yes, we would. I guess I like the fact that we have a 62-gallon freshwater tank.
That goes with the shower.
Which tends to be one of the bigger tanks, especially on Airstreams. So we almost never worry about water. We can go a week and a half to 2 weeks when we're trying to conserve water pretty easily with our 62-gallon freshwater tank. It's nice not having to worry about how much fresh water you have left, because we always have fresh water. And with every week or two, we tend to be in a place where we can fill up with more water anyway. So from a timing perspective, the size of our tank really works out well.
I like that we have a full-size fridge. I don't know, we eat a lot of veggies, and we try to only go grocery shopping once a week, if we can. And that's pushing it with this fridge size. I mean, it's not the same size as a house fridge. It's an RV fridge, more like an apartment-size fridge. But it's not a mini fridge. I don't know if I could do full timing with a mini fridge. So with the amount of times we cook and the amount of fresh vegetables we like to cook
We'd be going to the store a lot.
We'd be going to the store a lot.
I'm looking at it right now to
You like the size of the bed.
I like, well, yeah, I mean, at least a queen-size bed. I prefer a king-size bed because I like to spread out. Queen at the absolute minimum. I guess I kind of like the fact that there's not a lot of storage, which seems completely opposite from what you're used to, but it really forces you to decide what you actually need versus what you want. So for RVers in general, you have a strategy of replace and not add. So if you buy something, something else generally has to go. And if you live in an Airstream without a lot of storage, which no Airstreams have a ton of storage, there's no like slide out bays, there's no quote unquote basement like you get in some of these huge motorhomes and fifth wheels. So you really have that amped up motivation, I guess, to make sure that you just don't continue to accumulate a lot of crap that you would in a larger space or especially a home. So it really forces us to maintain our relatively low, I don't know, footprint, as it were, with the amount of stuff that we accumulate here and there as we travel.
I love the Airstream windows. I think other RVs have similar windows, but they're the windows that pop out kind of from the bottom. And that is awesome because we have screens. We have our windows open all the time because we boondock and we don't have AC. Gives us nice airflow. There's so many windows and we can get airflow front to back, side to side. And if it's raining, the windows block the rain unless it's like torrential downpour sideways or something. And so we can keep the windows open even in rainstorms and we get to listen to the rain. And it's just, I really like this style of window.
I guess I like that we never had some of the cell problems that we were told that we were going to have when we bought the Airstream. You're inside of an aluminum cylinder and you're going to have a hard time finding internet coverage inside the Airstream. Has never been a problem.
We do have our booster and it does boost into the Airstream, but we don't always use it. We only use it if the signal's low. And if the signal's high outside the Airstream, we've never had issues with it inside the Airstream.
I've never had to step outside to get better internet coverage. If you have 4G where you're camped, you could be inside or outside. Does not matter a bit.
That's true.
And that is really cool because I need Verizon signal because Verizon's who provides our internet. So it's cool that we don't have that problem. That seems to be either common or maybe that's just a rumor that's not true. I don't know. It's not a problem for us, and that's really cool.
Does that sound like a good number of features of our Airstream?
I think so.
We could probably go on and on. The next Tuesday Talk is going to be our least favorite features, and I'm going to tell you that one's going to be shorter. Because there aren't that many things we don't like about the Airstream.
Oh, I could think of one.
I could think of one too, but we'll talk about that the next video. But there's a whole bunch that we do like about the Airstream. So it's our home, and we love it.
We do.
So that's it for this week's Tuesday Talk. If you have a question for us up for a future Tuesday Talk about Airstream living, RVing full-time, traveling, really anything, early retirement, we're open books, mostly. Leave it in the comments below and we will hopefully answer it on a future Tuesday Talk. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up.
Comment, subscribe, and
see you next time.
Cue outro.